Good morning, paper crafters. This is Jennifer with Scrapbooking with Jen, and I am back today with a 2-page 12 by 12 layout. This one is Easter themed, and my papers come from Easter by Echo Park. Oops. All right, so the first thing I have here is just a plain pastel green cardstock. It's cut at 12 inches by 12 inches. And this one here, it's got all sorts of Easter sayings. It's cut at 11.5 by 11.5. It says things like Easter bunnies, spring, April, May, coloring eggs, chocolate bunnies, hippity hoppity, and etc. So this one I did ink around the edges. I don't do that too often for my layouts, but I just figured like it needed something to kind of separate it from the two pastels. So I did a dark pink. So let me go ahead and get this laid down. I'm going to use my zip dry glue. And it's almost down, so let me get this going. Now I've never had a problem with this glue sticking until last week, and I came down here to put my pages away after they had all cured and dried, and it came apart. So I'm not sure why that happened, so I'm going to test this one out and make sure that it does not happen to this layout. Okay, so now I've got it down. I'm going to use my bone folder just to spread that glue out, because I don't know if you noticed I didn't go all the way to the edge. I was about a good 1/4 inch from the edge. That way it wouldn't leak out, but I can still get it adhered. I think I might have had not enough glue on last time, and I didn't burnish it last time either, so let's see if that makes a difference. Alright, then I'm going to use my Art Glitter Dries Clear adhesive, because this is a little bit stronger and these papers are a little bit thicker. But this is cut at, let me see, 2 inches by 11.5. It's called the Heart Border, found on, what's that called? Design Space in Cricut. And I just ordered 2 refills of this glue because I like it so much. So I like the 2-ounce bottle. It's easy to hold. I ordered it in the 8-ounce bottles, I believe, so I'm hoping I can transfer it from bottle to bottle pretty easily. Alright, so I'm going to stick this flush to the top of the pink, side by side, and then I'm going to use my bone folder once again and burnish that down. So I have a bunch of scrapbooking stuff that I just don't use. Things from my creative memory days, a lot of brads, stickers, sticker letters. So if that is something you would be interested in, especially if you do like mixed media type scrapbooking, would you leave a comment below and let me know, because I'm thinking about going through all my stuff and putting together giveaway packages. So if you'd be interested in a giveaway package of some gently used product, please write that down in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do. Alright, so that's what the base page looks like. Next, I'm going to bring in my title. This comes from Create a Critter 2, and it did not have a shadow. You know, that's kind of interesting, because I know all of the cartridges do have shadows, but when you look them up in Design Space, I don't see an option for a shadow. So if you know how to find the shadow in Design Space, will you let me know? So what I did was I just duplicated this, and then I just made it a little bit bigger, and it doesn't quite give it an offset like it would in the silhouette, but it did give it a slight shadow all along the edge down here. just to kind of let it stand up a little bit from the paper. So I'm going to put my Happy Easter right here. And once again, I was going to use some butterflies on this. It said it was free. I tried 2 different ones, and they both tried to charge me. Don't understand that. I looked it up, and somebody said that you should reboot your computer because sometimes it just doesn't read it. So I did, and then I re-logged in. Still did not work. Still want to charge me. So if anybody has any tips on that, that would be greatly appreciated as well. Some people have some pretty nasty things to say about, Cricut and the new CEO, and I don't want to believe that they're doing any of this on purpose. I believe it's a glitch in the design or something I'm doing. So help a friend out. Okay. Kind of center that just a little bit. Okay, next I have this photo mat, and this photo mat is 6.5 by 4.5, and I'm going to put a 6x6 picture in here. Now I did not do an internal paper, and I will show you why on the other page. The picture I'm going to put in here sees too many people's faces, but the next page I'm going to show you what I did, so it's not all pure print. So this is going to go here, and then I have my paper piecing. Now the bunny comes from Miss Kate Cuttables, and he measures 4¼ inches high, and then the basket comes from Create a Critter 2, and it measures 6 inches high. And then I ran the basket through my Cuttlebug on this basket weave embossing. It totally shredded this top piece here, so I had to paper piece that back together. And so they did not come together, but I wanted a bunny in a basket, so just create it by using multiple files. So this is going to go down here, and then I'm going to put my paper photo mat on top. So let me move this out of the way. And I don't know how many of you guys remember Kim Ferguson. She was one of the very first paper piecing YouTubers that I watched on YouTube. The first one I actually watched was Scrapbooking Jen 31 or something like that, but she hasn't been on in like 7 years. And then Faith Abigail Designs, same thing, she hasn't been on in like 4 or 5 years. But Kim did tons and tons of videos, and I love her sweet little voice. She's a teacher by trade, so she is really good at speaking, and she had amazing videos, and then she decided to shut down her YouTube account, and just recently she has decided to make a comeback. So none of her old videos are able to be seen, but you can come and watch her. She's starting to create a new channel, so go check her out. It's called Kim Ferguson. And if you are new to the scrapbook world, you're really going to enjoy her. Alright, so this is going to come down, overlapping my basket. Making sure that my picture is the right side up. I almost put it down, upside down. Alright, so now, like I said, I wanted to put butterflies on here. I would have put a butterfly here and down, a couple down here. But I'm not going to pay when it tells me it's free until I figure out how to get that resolved. So I'll probably will come back in and put butterflies if I can get that resolved. but in the meantime, this is what I have. All right, so let me bring in page 2. So the back side is already done. And then I'm going to put down these 3 photo mats, and these photo mats are cut at 4.5 by 4.5. So I'm going to put one here, and one here. Then I have from Miss Kate Cuttables, Bunny Jumping Over Eggs, and this is sized as 1 paper piece. So it's sized at 7 inches high. All right, and it's going to overlap this photo mat, so I'm going to put the photo mat down first. And then I'll go ahead and put these eggs down. Now, I was going to tell you a little secret. So Miss Kate Cuttables is notorious for doing layers so that there's highlights, and I love that about her, but I don't always enjoy having to cut out a bunch of these in different colors. So what I did was I just cut it all out in white, and then, I don't know if you guys can tell, I took ink and I just inked up the back of the layer page with some Tim Holtz Antique Distress, and so that way there is the highlight showing through. It looks like, kind of like a beige or a yellow. And I did the same thing on this one here, the feet. I didn't want to cut out extra pink feet, so I just took my ink and I rubbed that on there, and then when I put it on top, it looks like I've got pink underneath there. Maybe someday, if I do another Miss Kate Cuttables anytime soon, I'll show you how I do that. It just makes it quicker and easier, and don't have to use up as much paper. I just used up one big sheet of white. All right, so let me go ahead and get these other photo mats down. Okay, and then I want to show you what it looks like with a picture on and how I'm doing this. So this is a picture of my kids. They are preschoolers here, toddlers. They are now crazy teenagers. But what I did was I took the picture and I cut it down to 4 by 4, and then I laid it on a white cardstock. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's barely showing. It's a white cardstock. And then this is just going to go right on here like that. So now the white is giving a definition between the picture and the printed photo mat, and the photo mat doesn't look so busy in your face because the photo now is going to stand up doing that. So that's just what it looks like. Give you an idea. Excuse me, take a bit of my coffee, which is going cold. And I'm going to bring in the 2 sides so you can see this layout put together. All right, so there is my 12 by 12 2-page Easter layout. Have a good day. Bye-bye.